we've seen that guy before. And we're not gonna bother him at all, are we? Kia ora team, well here I am at the castle at as you can see it's lovely and misty down there. I've just come from that industrial. Yeah, nothing there. It's the power station that fuels the large power lines that run west across the map. So you follow those, takes you all the way over towards the Lisi Way. Takes you past a whole bunch of things. There's nothing here. I don't know if someone's looted it. I'm assuming they have looted it. Because there's nothing here. I came cross country. I nearly got killed by wolves twice. The roaming kind outside Geraldo, which is why my blood's a little bit low and why I'm not at all happy. Yeah, I gotta get better at aiming at things. Just honestly wasting both arrows and bullets. There's the remains of a base here. Oh, there's the remains of a base here. What the heck? Honestly, the sooner they sort this out in 1.23. Thank you. And there is an active base over at the power station that I was just telling you about. There's a pig running around out there. And there is a base, appears to be an active base in Geraldo, which is fine. I mean, who's surprised, right? So anyway, we're gonna get down here. We're gonna try and avoid the witch. I don't really want to have to kill her if we don't have to. We can hear the pigs outside, which is fine. And we're going to get out of here. And we're going to carry on up the road towards Grabbin, I think, aren't we? Let's get out of here and have a quick look. We'll just go and sit in a bush. Just go and sit in a bush. Sit in a bush. You can listen to all the spooky noises. Right, where are we? We're over here. Oh, Karlin. That's right. We're going to go to Karlin. Yeah, because we're over here now, and I want to go over there because we've never been to Karlin. I think it's the last place we've never been to, aside from things like Radunin and stuff like that. So yeah, we just did that. Lots and lots of things. I mean, you'd really think there was a pair of pliers. There's no pair of pliers. Honestly. So we're going to go over to Karlin. We're going to have a quick run up and down Karlin. Then we'll head back across country. That way or that way? I don't know. I'll have a think. Karlin. Maybe we'll go to Borwick. While we're talking about that, and while I've got you online, hey, look what I got. I got a ghillie hood again, and I tell you, even better than that, I got an entire ghillie suit. There I was, minding my own business, coming out of Geraldo, and I may as well give it a ring. Oh, it's not going to let me ring it. And there was a helicopter, so I went and did the helicopter. And I got a ghillie hood and a ghillie suit, which is great. I've never had a ghillie suit, so it should be amusing. I've picked up. What did I pick up? I picked up some NBC gloves, picked up some barbed wire, some plain wire, which will come in handy for when we get to where we're getting to in Tarnow. And I've got 3 grenades. I think 2 in Polana. And 1 in Svarog, I think. Apparently I can't stay here because it's making me cold. So we want to go west, which is the other way. Yeah, I don't want to get sick, so I'm going to get out of here because this foggy, misty stuff is making me cold. So, yeah, so... Well, I think that must be the pigs. So we picked up some grenades, so we're on our way to our stock of 14 grenades. There's the base in Geraldo is oh, the base in Nadebor is huge, by the way. It's really seriously big now. We're not getting in there. We might be able to ooh, free mushroom. We might be able to snipe it and like camp it and snipe them if we're lucky. I don't know when they come online. But it's like each door is like 3 doors thick, and you know, a whole bunch of stuff. And they have a timber pile in the shed behind the is that one off? It looks off. It is off. Behind the actual shed itself. And Geralto is. There's a couple of little sheds. Oh, there we are. We're getting warmer again. There's a couple of little sheds that have single skin doors, so that's all right. You could do that in Geralto. And down at that over there, that power station, there's evidence of some bases that have been destroyed, probably by the people coming over from Geralto and Nadebor. But it's single skin as well. So again, all we need is 14. All we need is 14 grenades, right? Isn't that all we need? 14 grenades. So there you go. So I'm going to head off over the hills to Karlin, and when I call you back, we'll be at Karlin. Won't that be fun? Ish. Oh, and hey, that pumpkin head, great at night. Unfortunately, because of me being attacked by wolves, it took a little bit of damage. So it's looking a little bit damaged, but it is great. It does work very well at night. So yeah, so Karlin's over there. I'll call you back when we get to Karlin. See you soon. Go again. Well, the castle's over there, and that's the industrial. And we've been here before. Well, we were up there, and there's a helicopter spawn over there. There's a car and a shed down there. We never actually made it up into Karlin, but this is the outskirts of Karlin. This is like a little agricultural bit, and then the town is sort of up on the hill. So let's go have a look, shall we? Well, I mean, ignoring the helicopter. There's a helicopter crash here and one down at the other paddock. Just seem to, again, might be a good reason to come out east. Yeah, Karlin, another derelict. I'm not going to hang around here. We're going this way. As we've said, these power lines take you back to the, pardon me, take you back to the power plant. And there's a couple of places north of the power plant and at the end of the power plant I want to check out. Then it's Sitnik, I think. And then from Sitnik it's just up the red trail to Graben, and from Graben to Tarnow, which is our current destination. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to mooch across the countryside. I think there's a lot less wolf spawns from here, I hope, touch wood. So hopefully I don't get killed by wolves, and we'll see how we go. And I'll probably catch up with you guys. Either something magical or tragical happens, or we get to Tarnow unscathed. So I'll see you soon. Kia ora, team. Well, welcome back. I've found a little barn with an old base in it, just up the road from Karlin, and I found a quaff in pristine condition, as you can see, and I've got a witch hood, and as you can see, we get a combine feature at the bottom, and the combine feature, when it says craft armored hood. This is the little Halloween update that they brought in. Presumably it's going to go away after Halloween, and we get this thing, an armored hood, which looks pretty good. It weighs a bit. It's 5 kgs, so you know, and I'm not sure I can wear my balaclava anymore. Doesn't seem like it. Not with that on, and obviously I'm not going to be able to wear my ghillie either, because it doesn't like it. It comes up with the equip, but that's because it's a swap over, and that's obviously mask, and that's obviously eyewear. So it replaces the whole head unit that I had on, and it's armored. And I'd love to be able to show you what it looks like, but they still haven't sorted out giving us a free camera on console, sadly. So you're just going to have to take my word from it from there that's what I look like, which is just, you know, tickety-boo. Anyway, carry on. Sure again. I'm up here in Sitnik, and I'm in a tower block in Sitnik. It's a duo, so this is one side, and there's another side behind me, and that's medical, which I've just checked, and that's the market, which I've just checked, and the water's just up there between those buildings. And I'm just thinking, why isn't there a base here? I was thinking, you know, I could maybe build a base here, but maybe it's too obvious or something. I don't know. I don't know why there's no base here. Sitnik would seem like a place to have a base. I haven't found one yet. I don't know if there's any further into Sitnik itself out that way. Not unless they're in one of those like small shed type buildings. So I'm a bit. There's remnants of an old base out by the big industrial complex outside Sitnik. Yeah, why is there no base here? Eh? Why is there no base here? Good question, huh? Go team! Well, here we are in Tarnow, and we're in one of the blocks of flats in Tarnow. This is the single block of flats. There's another single block of flats, and then there's a double block of flats. And I've been doing a little bit of running around in between these block of flats, and I've been doing a little bit of experimenting with choosing the placement of these fence kits. And I now understand some of why some of the bases I have seen have been built the way that they have been built. And I'll go through and explain some of those pros and cons for you right now. Now, I dropped past the base in Graben, and it's still there, and it looks good, and it's got metal walls, and it looks fairly solid and everything. But and I couldn't really get this bit. It's in a 2 block of flats, but it's only one wall, and the reason it's only one wall is because you can't reach the code lock from one side. So you have to climb up the roof and across the roof and down to open the code lock. And I'll show you what I mean on the other block of flats, where I conducted a little experiment and proved that that is the case. Now, the issue you've got in these block of flats is, oh by heck, are there lots of problems in terms of trying to place how you're going to find a position to place this kit, because it's not, there's so many obstacles in the way that you can't, it just won't let you. Like, it would be nice if could I just put it at the top of the stairs? That would be fabulous, but for some reason you just can't. I think because it collides too much with the door to my left, so it won't let me do it across the door, and I can't go far enough this way, because then it recognizes that there's a wall in the way, and I can't tilt it at an angle because there's a wall in the way, and I can't go far enough into this corner to do it, even with the backpack off and kneeling down and everything. You can't find a good place to do it. Same with down here. It's like I could, in theory, and if you get it just right, you could put a fence there, but my problem is that I think people can reach the inside of the fence from here. So I think if you put a fence here, you're sort of making it easier for people to get to the interior of your fence. And I'm not wholly convinced on that one. I might, when I've got a few spare resources, I might give that a little try, but I'm not prepared to give that one a try for my base. On this one here, for example, you can open this door, that way and that way, and try and build a fence, but you struggle with space, and then you do get a space. And I'm going to talk about that on the next block, because I could put it there, but, and there's a pretty big but. If I stand here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, I can climb over. Right? But did you see where I landed? I landed way over here. Remember what I said about the size of a box around a fence? Just bear that in mind. So that's all. That is problematical. So let's go and have a look at these other two, and I'll talk about these other two in a minute. This one remains a mystery. I have seen a fence built here. For the life of me, I can't figure out how they're doing it, because I can't do it. I've tried quite a bit. And the doors are the same width on all the blocks of flats, I've checked. But I can't get a fence into that gap. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they got a fence into that gap. I've tried. Oh man, how I have tried, and I still can't. There must be like one magic sweet spot where it fits. Or maybe it's sometimes when you first put it out, you get a sort of a no. I'm just, wow. I mean, I don't know how they did it. I really don't, because I can't. I still can't get it. I mean, you've seen. I've already been doing this for a while and I can't get it. There's some way to do it. I've seen it done. I can't do it, but there's some way to do it. Well, I'll try and keep working on it and figure it out for you. But it's hellishly tricky, I tell you that. This one. I built this. Can't reach the lock. You just can't access the lock. cannot get close enough to activate the lock. The lock is just too far away, and you can't climb this. You can't get up here. It will not let you. It doesn't matter. I've taken off all my gear and tried to climb over this little bit, and it will not let you get over it. Remember what I said about 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It won't let you jump it anymore because the fence block is in the way. So you can't. Trust me, I tried it for a while because I really would have loved to have had that 4-code lockback. But I can't. So, where you see a fence like this, that means that it can only be accessed from the roof side. So that's why you'll see that these are only in 2 and 3 story, 2 and 3 entrance blocks, so that they can go in the other entrance, go up the roof, come across, back down, come onto that side, then open the lock, and that's fine. This is a single block. There is no other way to access the roof on a single block. So if you do this on a single block, you ain't gonna ever be able to open that gate. You're just not. It isn't gonna work. The downside, of course, being on a double block, some other wag could come along and do this on the floor below on the other block, and you wouldn't be able to find a way upstairs, and you'd find yourself locked out of your own base. So that is why in Topolin, for example, on the roof they have that weird contraption-y thing on the roof to prevent you getting in. But you could still lock them out. So it's a fairly big hazard if you know what you're doing, that you could lock someone out of their base, because all you have to do is come and build a gate and then put a 4-code lock on it. And you know, if you were good enough, you could do it with metal, and they would find themselves facing a metal gate, and that would be pretty annoying. So yeah. So anyway, so the plan is to I still want to build here. I've been around. I've taken the opportunity to have a little stroll around. There's a derelict base up in a shed up there which has a load of pre-built crates in it, which would be very, very handy. I just need to go and get them. It's even got some base building gear and stuff in it. So, no code locks. But I do have to take my time, and I need to figure out a plan of approach. Night is falling. So what I've decided to do is, I think there is a way to do it in perhaps stages, because we can't do it all at once. Just can't do it all at once. So this up here is a nice little secluded, out of the way place, overlooking the police station and everything else. So, and it's at the top, so only really serious people are going to come up here looking for it. And I want to get a fence here. And I want to get it, well, I want to get a gate here, and I want to get it armored with metal. So if you come here and put it on a slight tilt, you can build a gate. Where are you? Gate. There you go. See? So I can easily build a gate there, and I'll be able to walk in, close the door, access the code lock and everything else. This will be element number 1, and this will eventually be the strongest part of the base, obviously, and then we'll try and go through building more things as we go down, and more ways to kind of try and stop people getting up here, culminating in trying to find a way to build a gate right at the base, because that bamboozles me. That does. So we're going to start here. I buried a box of build supplies not a million miles away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stash some of my gear over here, and I'm going to free up some space in my backpack. I'm going to go and dig up the stuff that I need, bring it up here, build a gate, and secure at least this place. And then when that is all done, I'll bring you back in and we'll have a look at next steps, shall we? Ta-ta for now. Well, Cura team, welcome back. Well, here we are. This is where we're calling home. It could do with a lick of paint. We do have a tub, and we do have a sink. We've got some crates, which is great. I think I made one. I've found the rest, which is grand. Because over here we've got some NBC gear. Talk about that in a minute. Over here we got some military gear and some spare capacity, and over here we got some building gear, which is jolly good. We've got everything we need, except for code locks, which is a bit of a nuisance. But here we are. Look, here's our gate. It's pretty good. It's pretty snug. It's pretty well put together. You can reach the lock from the other side, which is fantabulous. We've got a view of the police station, police department, whatever you want to call it. The fire is over there. There's a water stand way down there. There's some engineering sheds next to me. It's got all the basic amenities, which is great. We'll see how long it lasts, shall we? And that's good. And layers of defenses, layers of defenses, layers of defenses. My plan is, for example, it may well be possible to actually build another gate here. So we could actually have a gate there, and then we could, and I didn't find any armored metal, but find some armored metal and make this an armored metal gate. Then put in a gate here, and have great. So you get through that gate and there's nothing here, and then you open this door and you wham into another gate. You're like, oh, now I've got to do another gate. I don't know. Could you? What size is a gate? There's a gate thing here. Where is it? Is it in this one? Have I got it in my hand? I have it in my hand. I have it because I was gonna try something else. Gonna try something out. Look at that. It's just exactly the length of the building. How about that? You could I wouldn't even need to block off any more of the building. Of course, someone else could do that and make it really annoying, and we can talk about that. But you could put layers of walls through here, and it would drive people absolutely nuts because they'd be like, oh, am I in danger of someone else building a gate beneath me and blocking me off? Yes, I am. Of course, I am. But that's the same as being raided, I guess. I suppose, isn't it? But I would need to definitely find a way to make that fence at the bottom, and it's something I need to work on. So what are we going to do? Well, the base building is certainly one thing, but look what we found. We found a pristine hood, and a pristine pair of pants, and yet another pair of gloves, and some charcoal. So. And we got another mask, which is in worn condition. So we actually have a full NBC kit. So we can actually go and do one of the toxic zones. And obviously, being up near the top of the map now, the favorite for me is the airstrip here outside Gleniska, which is a toxic zone, right? So to do that, and enjoy the fun of doing that, I have to go back to the old base, which is all the way over here. So we're now all the way over here in Tarnow, and I would have to go all the way across country. I could stop by Krisnik. I've never been to Hrud. Or did Borek. I feel like, yeah, Krisnik doesn't have much, to be fair. Borek has quite a few barracks. So I feel like possibly what I should do is, because remember, we're still planning on trying to figure out how to break into people's bases. People seem to be able to break into lots of bases. I don't know how they're doing it. The other way to do it, obviously the noisy way to do it, is with a gun and lots of ammo. And that might be an easier way to do it. So like getting my KA and getting I don't know, like 150 rounds of ammunition. What is that? It's like 15 magazines. I don't know if it's easier to get that than 14 grenades, to be honest. It sounds like an awful lot. So So anyway, so what we might do is we might head off from here. We'll head off quick scout around Barrack. We'll head on down to Lemborg, do Lemborg base. Then we can do what we did before. Go around the top, follow the big power line around Lapina, which can then drop us into Muratin. And we can go out from Muratin, past Sarnowek, and down to our base. And see if it's actually still there. um, I'm pretty sure the stuff that I buried is well hidden, and that's where I buried the NBC gear, and I can at least pick that up. And if the Hummer's there, and the Hummer's okay, and I still haven't seen a blowtorch, by the way, but if the Hummer's still there and the Hummer's still okay, we could even pick up the Hummer and try and get it across country. Yeah, through the back roads to Tarnow, and find a place to park it. There's some engineering sheds beneath me. I might be able to park it in a shed down there, and then put a wall behind it, put a gate behind it, and just park it there. I've probably got enough stuff in there, and I think I got a couple of code locks in base and things. So, so that's the plan. So we've set up our little base in Tarnow. We've found some gear, some NBC gear, which is great. I feel happy. We've done what we can do. The plan now is to head back to our original base, consolidate the NBC gear, get it back here with the rest of this stuff for what is our kind of forward launching base, and then we can go and do the what do you call it, the toxic zone above Bliniska, and then depending on how long that takes, etc., etc., I don't think we'll have enough to do Radunan, very closely, but we can then work on scouting about and keeping an eye out for more masks when we're doing medicals and stuff, and consolidate that gear and then go and do Radunan. And in and around all that, we're going to keep our eye out for more base building gear for enhancing this base as our operations base, and also what else? Oh, grenades, more grenades. So doing the military, doing the run up and around here, exploring some of these little towns on the east side and some of these little areas on the east side, and collect some grenades together and see if we can't find like that guy in Graben. So we know it takes 7 grenades to do a wood wall. We have no idea how much it takes to do a metal wall. And it's going to be more. I reckon it's going to be probably at least 9 each. But it's certainly something to try, right? I mean, we can always find out. That's the point. Finding out. So that's the plan. So the plan is yet another road trip. Oh, it seems like all I do is road trips, running around, running around, running around. I mean, I suppose it's a case of getting yourself consolidated with a base, and it's been a while since I've done this kind of season. So yeah, it's exciting. And again, I don't know how long we got till 1.23. They've said, quote unquote, yes, there will be a map wipe, but that seemed to be in response to Chinaris, which is having the whole NWAF Northwest Airfield, the Vybor Airfield, whatever you want to call it, being completely redone. So of course they're going to have a map wipe. So I guess that's what they mean by a server wipe, a map wipe. Get rid of your character, get rid of all your base, get rid of everything. But they haven't been clear about whether that's also for Livonia servers, because we're not having a new map on Livonia. We're getting some new sky and a whole new bug fixes and some new cosmetic stuff and so on, and a new gun and things. That really doesn't sound like a complete wipe, depending on how the sky and the ground are attached. If the sky is just a feature independent of the ground map, then I don't see how replacing the sky is going to be a problem requiring a map wipe. But if the sky and the ground are actually the one map, and they have to completely redo the sky map, which requires a wipe of the ground, then that might be what has to happen. So I don't know. It's not been made clear yet. I keep checking, but they're not. Sometimes they're not the clearest on that. So anyway, road trip again. I think I'm ready. Traveling light. Love my pumpkin head. Oh, I want to go downstairs and just have another crack at this door thing because I've seen it done. It's driving me potty. I've seen it done, so I know it can be done. Um, so I don't understand. So I'm gonna go and do that and probably bang my head against the brick wall for a bit, and then I'm gonna go back on the road. I've got some food. I've got some medication. I've got some stuff to keep me going. Um, I'm bringing along 3 grenades. Do I need to bring 3 grenades? I probably don't. I'll probably leave the grenades here, and yeah, and I'll stop off up the way, pick up some water, and head cross country. And next time you see me, I will be at my base, and we'll let you know what that looks like. I'll see you soon. I found out you do it from the stairs. You can do it from the stairs. That's how you do it. Well, now we know. Now we know. Do it from the stairs. Alright. Well, you're a team! I'm back at base, and look at this. It is all intact, all exactly where I left it. All of my doors are shut. All of my code locks are in place, and absolutely nothing is amiss. Except the Hummer's gone. Totally evaporated. Not even there. So, given that it has evaporated from behind a closed and locked gate, I can only assume it's a despawn mechanism. I've been gone, I want to say more than 48 hours. So, perhaps if you're away from a vehicle for a certain length of time, or all people, like nobody's been out this way for a certain length of time, then it despawns. I don't know. I mean, it's the only explanation. There's no damage to my base. Nobody's got into my base. Nobody opened the gate to my base. Someone didn't take down a wall and then rebuild the wall just for giggles. So I'm assuming that's that. So that makes things a little bit more interesting. Only from the perspective of we have to think about what we're carrying now. We've got a little bit of stuff in here, and I need to sort of think about what of that is crucial to where we are going. The boxes that I buried outside are safe, so they're still there. So I can dig those up. I can bring those in. One of them's got my KA in. I've got some polymer attachments for my KA, which might reduce its weight a little bit. I would love to bring it with, but it might not make the cut on this one. I'm not 100% sure. I want all my NBC gear, obviously, and as much of the gas masks filters as I can possibly bring. So that's priority. I want as many code locks as I can bring. That's a bit of a priority. After that, everything else is this is stuff. I mean, nails would be good. If I could gather up all my nails, would be good. I'm not worried about ammo. That's ammo. I'm not worried about batteries and hose and tets and things. I can sort all that out. The felling axe would be good, but it is weighty. I don't really need anything in that. And this is, stuff lockpick, maybe, possibly, but there's definitely another code lock. That's a win. We've got another gas stove. I might have to got a cooking pot. My other cooking pot got wrecked. This one's in good condition, so I might swap that out. So there's some thinking that has to be done. So what I will do is I will do that and figure that all out and then head back to my base. But I I think that will be part of the next episode. So yeah, so I think we'll stop with this one for here for now, and that will give me time to sort out a new plan, given that the Hummer has evaporated. And them's the breaks, you know. What I'm really pleased about is my base is still here, totally unscathed, which is great. I thought maybe at least they'd have breached one of the walls somewhere along the line. Maybe not gotten in here, but you know, breached an outer wall or something. And no one has bothered, which is great. So there you go. What is that? 72 hours. See how it goes. So yeah, Hummer come, Hummer go. No drama. It would have been good. It would be nice for a car for looting the toxic zone. But again, you know, there's ways to do it. Travel light, build a shelter, hide some stuff, bury some stuff. I've done it before, without a car. So you know, there's things that can be done. I just need to have a little think about it and think about what that means and think about what the essential kit that I need to travel across country looks like. So yeah, it's all good. It's going good. It's fantastic. The channel's getting lots and lots of hits and lots of comments. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're way past 100 now, like 103. But you know, way past it. Subscribers, that is. And the views are racking up, and it's all jolly good, jolly good. And I still don't know anything about 1.23. I'll have another check again and see if anything has come out, but I still haven't heard anything about 1.23 and whether there's going to be a big wipe or not after 1.23. And if there is, there is, and if there isn't, there isn't. And I think in my mind, if there is a wipe for 1.23, then that will be the end of this season, as I have done before, and we'll transition into season 4. But it will still be on the Livonia map, but it will be starting with a goal in mind, and I'll have a think about that before that happens, if I even need to have a think about it. So I don't want to get involved in explaining or exploding something now, and then it turns out not to happen. So yeah, so carry on, keep on with it. Love it, love it, love it. Love the comments, love the thoughts, love the appreciation. Lots of people saying thanks for pointing this out. I never knew you could do this. I didn't know. I've really struggled. You've really helped me. Fantastic, love it. I make the mistakes so you don't have to. I do a lot of the running around and experiment and building things, and you know, failures and whatnot, so that you can jump on and learn and go, yeah, don't want to do that, which is fine. I'll do it. You don't need to. Fantastic. Love it. Please, please, please carry on with the likes. Please join the team and subscribe. There's more than 100 of us now, all subscribing up to this channel and getting involved with this, that, and everything else, which can only mean that they are enjoying it. And the comments come thick and fast. Love it, love it, love it. See you all soon. Ta-ta for now. PlayStation